of the Cayman Islands.
And now, Radio Cayman presents The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. Here's your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome to the Business Buzz. This is a Tuesday edition of the Business Buzz, and it's a wet Tuesday. So we've got a bit of a late start. We do apologize. But welcome to the Business Buzz this morning to all our listeners and our YouTube viewers and our guests, of course, in the studio. This morning we'll be talking about what it's like to operate a mobile phone accessory and repair shop business, as we put the spotlight this morning on Cellular Sensations. And I just love the name. I want to say thanks, of course, to our sponsors, Cayman Insurance Center, Health City Cayman Islands, and Cayman Medical Supplies. In the studio, joining us this morning, we have Miss Lanisha Ebanks. She's the office manager at Cellular Sensations, and she's joined by the technician, Yaz Abdullah. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning,
are you
ma'am.
this morning?
Thank you so much for being in the studio. Good morning, Miss Susan. Susan is working the board, the camera, the phone, the door.
And
She's going to walk the dog eventually. Right, Susan? No, I'm just kidding. So, Cellular Sensation, I love the name.
Thank you.
What's in the name? Who named this?
So the founder actually named this. He already started the business, but it was more located in the BRAC. And due to social media and stuff, I'm not 200% sure how he came up with the name, but it was very creative, yes.
I love the name. So can you give us some perspectives on how Cellular Sensations was established and just share a little on the company's vision?
Yes, of course. So Cellular Sensation was established about 3 years ago. My father is actually the founder. His name is Linares Ebanks. He started bringing in his own phones and equipment and just accessories and stuff because they were so hard to find due to the limits in the BRAC, of course. But he decided it was a good business opportunity, a great venture, so he decided to open up his own business and, continue from there, and it's been going great so far.
So when did he start the one in Grand Cayman?
So we started this business here about 4 or 5 months ago now.
Oh, so you're new to Grand Cayman?
Yes,
then.
ma'am, very new.
Well, congratulations. And good luck. Now, just share a little bit of the company's vision. You think you'll have another location somewhere else in Grand Cayman? Where are you located now, actually?
So we are located on South Church Street, right on Seafarers Way. It was recently named the road just now.
Right.
We are in the old Tortuga building. You'll see our signs and all of our flyers and stuff up, but we're right across the road from.
Is that a craft market?
Yes, ma'am. Right across the road from the craft market, or if you want to call it from the Church of God.
Right, next door.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what do you think has contributed to the growth and success of the company? You did mention that your dad saw, that there was a need, and he stepped over.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, we have been doing pretty good so far due to people supporting local. Thanks to all of our locals. We also have a lot of repeating customers, I guess. Very supportive.
Satisfied.
Yep, very satisfied customers, so they keep coming back, and thankfully that keeps us going. We do bring in a lot of unique stuff you can't really find anywhere else on island, so that's another plus as well. Then we offer a lot of great service, affordable pricing. We're very quick with repairs, and we do dedicate our time to do our best in the business.
Now, what are some of the popular phone brands you have with Cellular Sensations?
Well, the most popular we're selling right now are called the OtterBox brand. They're the most protective. They're also nicknamed the Defender case. So they're basically everything proof except water. So it's very bulky. That's the only cons of it. Mm-hmm. But it gets the job done. Any drops, anything, it is basically indestructible.
I need one of those. No. I'm always dropping my phone because it's so, it's so smooth. It's just, it keeps falling.
Come by and we'll set you up.
Yeah. I didn't even know about sellers. I learn something new on this program every Tuesday and Thursday. No, mobile phones have become a basic need for us today. Now,
GPS signal lost.
GPS signal lost. You're on the radio Cayman. Just let them know. Now, telephones have become an inevitable part of our lives today. And with their increased usage, the demand for accessories is equally as important as that smartphone in my hand. So tell us about what the aspects of things and the range of those accessories you did mention.
So we do bring in a lot of varieties of accessories. We do bring in chargers, phone cases, USB cables, laptops, iPads, you name it, anything. The most popular brands we bring in right now are Apple and Samsung. We do bring in other brands, but it's available upon request, as we do provide other services to bring in shipments or any other kind of stuff that people want. Yes, ma'am. So not only brands of phones and stuff, but we do bring in other stuff like shoes, handbags, accessories, anything.
Oh,
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
we
not
provide.
just phones.
Yes, ma'am. We
And
provide a
accessories.
wide variety of everything.
Everything. Okay. Now I know. No. Let's see. If customers feel good about and satisfied when they buy from you, right?
Yes.
Your salespeople are all knowledgeable about the products. Now, how vital is this to your business?
This is very important. We had to do I had to do some management courses, also some training courses. We also had to learn some customer service courses. Of course, that is the most important, as you always want to have a great face for your customers. So we take that very, very, very seriously, and we did a vast amount of training for us to know certain stuff we know today. We also do depend on YouTube, as you can find everything on YouTube, especially for customers not understanding what we're saying to them. We go to YouTube and we show them step by step what is going on and what's happening with their electronic, or even if they just want maybe an update on what's going on with an accessory, for example, headphones, we let them know what the pros are, what the cons are. We're able to just give them the amount of information we know ourselves. So we always try to keep up to date with everything that is, brand new, and even with the older versions of everything, we just always try to keep updated on what we can do for them.
I always want to know. I mean, you don't have to answer, but I always want to know which is a better seller, iPhone or Samsung?
Honestly, Samsung is a very popular brand. It goes really fast. Apple, I can say the same, but it kind of slows down a bit because the prices obviously varies for the both.
Right.
So I would say Samsung is our most popular right now.
And more user friendly?
I'm an Apple person.
Oh.
I'm an Apple person.
I understand.
So
Apple people are very, very particular. They just don't move to another brand.
No, honestly.
They stay Apple.
You are correct. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I can understand that. Yes, good morning. You haven't said a
morning.
word.
Yeah, no.
So you're the technician over at Cellular Sensation.
Yeah. I'm behind the scenes for
You're
everything.
behind the scene. You get all the hard work.
Yeah, not the hard work. It's a balance.
Balance.
We need someone in
I
the
like
front
that.
and there's someone in the back.
So you're always kept busy.
Always.
So what sort of repairs do you find you have in front of you most times?
Well, normally here in Cayman, most of the people, because we are living in an island, so most of them is water damage, and most of the people into sports and partying, so they always break their phone quite open. So yeah, screens and water damage are mostly highly repairs that I receive.
How easy is the screen to fix?
Well, normally iPhone, I can say we can fix it for like 10-15 minutes.
Okay, so I can just stand there and wait?
Yeah, you can just drink water, not even
Drink water, and you
That's
finish.
it.
I like that. No, repetition. You guys are 4 months old in Grand Cayman, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And repetition is a prime factor for becoming successful in any business. At least they say that. How crucial is it to your company in choosing suppliers that will be able to supply the phones, the parts, and phone accessories in a timely fashion?
So this is
Because we want it today. We ordered this morning and we want it by this afternoon.
Yes, Mom. This is a very great question. We are actually asked this a lot. So we are based off of one of the biggest providers in Florida. So depending on how fast and stuff they can get it in, they're very reliable though, we must say, and they're very responsible. We almost always get our stuff on time. Of course, there are little delays here now and then, but we do let clients know, customers know beforehand that they're not waiting too long or they get uncomfortable. We always try our best to keep them up to date on everything, on what's going on, either by sending them a quick WhatsApp message or giving them a quick call. But yeah, we've never had any issues so far with the provider, so I can say that we're doing really good with them.
Okay, and I can tell you guys enjoy what you do.
Yes, we do.
It's time to take a break. If you're just joining us, good morning. You're listening to the Business Buzz. Your host Anita, and in the studio we have Lanisha Ebanks. Lanisha is office manager at Cellular Sensations. I just love saying that, Cellular Sensations. And also in the studio is Mr. Yaz Abdullah. Yaz is a technician at Cellular Sensations.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, he hath founded it upon the seas.
A number of Northside areas were noted on the 1773 George Gall map, including Mr. Porter's Point, Rum Point, Watering Place, Watering Point, Frank Sound, Arnold's Sandy Point, and Calipatch Point. Used in the early days for cultivation, the district of Northside was one of the last areas to be settled, with the 1773 Gall map showing a small settlement at Arnold's Sandy Point.
Rotary Central and you, our valued community, have undertaken remarkable accomplishments since October 1986. Over 34 years of activity and projects, making lives better and moving our beloved Cayman forward. Rotary Central has yet again committed to the advancement of these islands, this time in the area of mental health. We are proud to announce our partnership with Loud Silent Voices and donation of $50,000 to provide a community home for those recovering from various mental illnesses. Rotary Central and Loud Silent Voices, a signature project, taking care of the vulnerable, helping families manage, more than a shoulder, more than a helping hand, literally calming the storm. Rotary Central, care in every effort, sweat in every project, every dollar planted back in the community with your help. Rotary opens opportunities.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Health City is now open at Camana Bay, offering a wide range of specialties at our state-of-the-art Camana Bay Clinic. We are here to help you save time and feel better. We are open weekdays, weekends, and evenings for your convenience and are dedicated to reducing your wait time while improving your health. Friendly staff, expert care, lab services, and diagnostics in one convenient location from the hospital you know and trust. Health City at Camana Bay, within your reach.
We are in the hurricane season, and knowing what to do after a hurricane can be as important as preparing for the storm. After the passage of a hurricane, seek medical attention if it is needed at hospitals and clinics for those persons who are injured. Do not touch power lines and cables that are down. They may be active. Report them to 911 or the utilities emergency hotlines. Broken tree limbs should be removed from around homes or buildings if possible. This hurricane information has been brought to you by Breeze FM and Radio Cayman. 2020. Unprecedented times, uncertainty, and literally a new way of life.
Life happens, usually without warning.
That is why making sure that your family is insured is so important.
Cayman Insurance Center, 47 years strong, working to protect your family and your most valuable assets.
Whether you need to get a quote, renew a policy, or file a claim, Cayman Insurance Center is here to protect you and your family.
For more information, call 949-4657. Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, health, motor, and other lines of insurance products and services at affordable rates.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. This is our first segment, and in the studio we have from Cellular Sensations, Miss Yaz Lanisha Ebanks. Yaz is our technician, and Lanisha Ebanks, she's the office manager. Good morning to you guys again. Lanisha, let me ask you, what else do you sell at Cellular Sensation?
So we do have a wide variety of things. So we got from phones to laptops to iPads to watches to headbuds, earphones, anything you can possibly think of that is electronic. We have literally everything, to phone accessories like pop sockets, everything you can think of right now that is trending. So we do also bring in stuff upon request as well. So if someone comes in asking for something, then we do take that into mind and try to bring it to provide it for others that are looking for these things. Because Cayman is kind of limited, especially now that tragic COVID has hit us. It's not too easy to find certain things everywhere anymore. And then because of the high demand on ordering supplies, it's very delayed. Some people don't get their stuff in time. So we're here as a backup, and we're here to help always.
What would you say is the turnaround time if I order something online? What was the turnaround time? 3 days, 4 days?
For us guys, so we actually do give you guys a week or two period notice. Yes, ma'am. Just in case any delays do pop up, we just like to put the extra time out there so we don't end up, making you late for anything. Or if you do need this thing, importantly, at least a time range you're able to get it by.
Now, these days of smartphones, Lanisha, everybody's got one. Almost everybody. But what would you say to that business owner that is operating his or her phone business using a phone? What would you recommend to them?
So we try our best to give our customers that preference. We show them what we have available in stock. Then we let them know. We give them pros and cons to each cell phone, depending whether it's Apple, it could be an Android, a Samsung. It doesn't really matter. But we do recommend Apple because it does have more advanced features. It's a little bit faster. It holds more space. And then the cons about the iPhone, you always have to buy everything. But to me, the Apple phone, it works better in an office setting because it does have certain apps like Microsoft Word, stuff like that you can use more easier, and it's faster.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So what makes Cellular Sensations a one-stop shop for anything related to mobile phones?
So you can come in for repairs, literally get it done 10-45 minutes, depending on how bad the damage is. We do have a table you can have a seat at, have a refreshment, eat your lunch, doesn't really matter. We try to keep up our tasks really quick, so we help people out in time. We don't really beat around the bushes. We let them know what is what from the start, and then we show them what they like, and then, like I said, we give our customers the preference of everything.
Okay. So, Yaz, let me turn to you again. You're not going to get away this morning being silent. Now, if a mobile phone is damaged and out of warranty, can you still fix it?
Yeah, that's why we are there, because most of the companies, as we know, they have like only a certain amount of time warranties. So if that's lapsed, so that's the time I can open and do my work. 'Cause if there's still couple with warranty, I don't want to advise to open it and let the warranty for the other company do their job. Okay. But yeah, I repair that. Anything in that electronics.
With regards to battery, I don't think I've ever changed my phone battery, but how often should one change?
Well, normally it's required every year. You need to change. It depends on the person. like me as a gamer, I always change my battery like more than
Oh, you're a
7 times.
gamer.
Yeah.
So what sort of products do you carry at Cellular Sensations for gamers?
So we do have like PlayStations, Xboxes, gaming remotes, gaming headsets, anything you can think of, honestly. Just a few examples of what we do provide. We don't carry any gaming disc or anything like that. Not only because you can find it easily here, but sometimes people do request it. So when they do, we do help them out and bring them in.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
No, going back to you. If a phone is water damaged, and like you said earlier, we're surrounded by water. So that's one of the main repairs that you have to fix. Now, can you still fix it?
Actually,
Any type of liquid?
well, there's no guarantee about it,
Okay.
but there's a chance. I always tell my customer that it's 50-50 chance, but normally, yeah, you can fix it, but not in a certain how many days it was. So I advise the people, like if they drop their phone in the water, they just need to go to a nearest shop, especially us, we're located in front of the ocean. So just bring to us so we can open right away and try to clean it. Don't let it dry and more days to come, and then you decide to come to a shop.
So what he's trying to say is like, as soon as tragedy hits, the quicker you come to us, the quicker you can get a solution.
Don't just try putting it in some rice or something.
No, it doesn't
I've
work.
I've seen all the homemade remedies.
I don't advise that because rice goes once it makes it's okay if the battery is not inside, but once the battery is still inside the phone, most of the phone right now their battery is inside. So once it drop in the water and they put in the rice, the water get dry and that make the board short circuit. So there's so
That's good to know.
thank you.
Yes.
Because I'm always thinking the right thing if a tragedy ever happens, But can I just take out the battery and like sort of wipe it and clean it up a little bit?
Actually, the best is just after you drop in the water,
Just bring it to you.
Bring it.
Good piece of advice. Yes. Now, can you update a broken iPhone 11 to look like an iPhone 12? And what about if someone forget their Apple iCloud account? Can you unlock it?
Yes, definitely. So our technician is very trained on these things. He's very experienced as he's been in this field very long. So to unlock a phone, we have to make sure we take certain measures to know that the phone is maybe not stolen or it's not taken from someone, stuff like that, because that would fall back onto us and that would be kind of like a criminal offense, obviously. But we do our best to try to, help people with these things. And it's very easy. It takes 30-45 minutes max.
Now, you have you have your Cellular Sensation in Kimmerbrook as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it called Cellular Sensation in Kimmerbrook?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We are located in Catboat Plaza in State Bay in the Brack.
And in Grand Cayman, you're located on
South Church Street, across the road from the Craft Market by Seafarers Way.
Seafarers Way. Now, do you have a telephone number, some contact details?
Yes, we do. So you can contact us by email. Our email is cellular.sensations@gmail.com. And our phone number is 924-1010, or you can give us a call at 916-4848. You can also reach out to us by social media. We're available on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Now, anything else you want to leave with our listeners? I was going to say customers. How about you guys? Any tips for not to do with your phone if it gets wet?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I just told once. We have the case, a waterproof case. It's stock. You can always drop your phone and I can fix the screen like 100 times. But once it drop in the water, there's no chance. So I recommend get the waterproof case if you're into indoor activities, and in that way you save more. For $30, $50, you save more than $100. So yeah.
All right, well, I know where to come when I drop my phone again and it's got a crack face.
Yes.
Do you fix stuff, crack faces like on your Fitbit and stuff like that?
Yes, ma'am. So we do most gaming consoles. He does laptops. He does iPads. Apple watches, Samsung watches, anything you can possibly think of that we can do, we will get it done. And like we always say, you know, your phone lasts longer once you protect your investment. So even though maybe you have to spend the extra few coins, it's better because you don't really want to spend $1,500 on a phone to just drop it and then it's gone.
I know.
You know what I mean? So it's always, you know, you always want a good screen protector, a glass tempered one. You always want a good case that is very durable, very long lasting as well. We provide all of those things.
Well, now I know where to come and accessorize and get my repairs done.
Yes, Mom, you got to protect your investment.
Yes, and Alicia, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Ms. Khan.
And have a wonderful day. Stay dry. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you over at Cellular Sensations.
Thank you
Thanks
so
to our
much,
sponsors.
Ms.
And we're going to take the news, weather report, traffic, and we'll have Ms. Tara Bush in the studio this morning on the second segment of the Business Buzz.
When you're on the go, let the Island Supermarket shop for you.
To start, head to fosters.ky/go.
Then shop all of your favorite products online, from produce and seafood to grocery and frozen, all picked by our team of shoppers ready to go.
Choose next day curbside pickup from Foster's Camana Bay or delivery island-wide.
To get your order started, visit fosters.ky/go.
This is Groceries on the Go.
And we are Foster's Go. Shop online anytime.
Studio time by Foster's is 8 o'clock.
The 8 a.m. News is proudly sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. For further information, please visit chamberpension.ky.
The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. We're here for you. We are a non-for-profit member-centric plan with a democratically elected volunteer board of trustees representing all sectors of the Cayman Islands economy. Chamber Pension has an all-in expense ratio of 0.72% over 16,000 members, $430 million in assets under management. We were the first multi-employer pension plan approved by the regulator in the late 1990s. And today, we are still strong, secure, and are here for employees and employers alike. If you would like to join or request further information, visit chamberpension.ky. And for information as it happens, follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Email admin@pensions.ky or call 745-7630. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. We're here for you.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Karsley Fuller. The housing minister gets a closer look at several National Housing Development Trust project sites. Radio Cayman's April Cummings reports.
Housing Minister the Honorable J. Ebanks, Parliamentary Secretary the Honorable Isaac Rankin, board members and staff from the National Housing Development Trust recently visited a number of housing projects in Boddentown and East End, as well as a site in Northside that is currently planned for development. The affordable home sites toured in Northside are off Northside Road, East End at Will Jackson Drive, and the Boddentown site off Lake Destiny Drive. Minister Ebanks says the team used the opportunity to discuss the current projects and highlight approaches to keeping the developments within cost while maintaining affordability for Caymanian families. He says government plans to empower the NHDT to increase the number of houses across districts and ensure they build energy-efficient, sustainable units. As the MP for Northside, he was particularly pleased to see a housing development moving forward in that district. NHDT Chairman Mr. George Powell says he's pleased the trust and approved contractors have committed to completing the works within cost, despite increases in the expense of construction materials due to the global pandemic. April Cummings, Radio Cayman News.
This year, NHDT started construction on 10 affordable houses, with 7 in East End and 3 at the Boddentown site. The trust is currently in the planning phase with earthworks as well as infrastructure preliminary work set to commence in the coming weeks at the Northside site. And 168 lucky winners take home prizes in the Ministry of Tourism's Vaccine Challenge prize draw. People turned out to pick up those prizes last week at the Government Administration Building.
The incentives with the prize giveaways by these amazing companies who stepped up to the plate actually helped with helping people to make the right choice. So really excited. Most people expressed that. They said, you know, thank you so much. We were happy to do the right thing in respect to protecting everyone on the island.
Tourism Minister there, the Honorable Kenneth Bryan, speaking to CIG-TV. In regional news, United States Education Secretary Miguel Cardona on Monday said that Puerto Rico will receive nearly $4 billion in federal education pandemic relief funds to help boost the territory's fight against COVID-19. The announcement was made during Cardona's official 3-day trip to Puerto Rico, the first for a Biden administration cabinet minister. It marks the first time the island has full access to those funds. He said, quote, "The students of Puerto Rico have suffered enough, and it's time to get back to school safely and quickly." Roughly half of the nearly $4 billion will be released as part of the American Rescue Plan Act, which was signed into law in March to help offset the pandemic's impact on the economy and public health. Puerto Rico reopened dozens of private and public schools in March for the first time since the pandemic began, although less than 100 of the island's more than 850 public schools were authorized to do so. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which will take us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News, with Jerry Smith. The Constitutional Court in South Africa has sentenced the former president, Jacob Zuma, to 15 months in jail for contempt of court after he failed to appear at an anti-corruption inquiry. Mr. Zuma was ordered to report to a police station within 5 days to start his sentence. Rebels in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region say they're in hot pursuit of federal forces retreating from the regional capital, Mekelle. People are celebrating the capture of the town, which is held by federal troops for 8 months. The government of Eswatini has denied reports that King Mswati has fled the country following violent protests against the absolute monarchy. However, it's not known where he is. The king's plane was said to have taken off on Monday after arson attacks on ministries and shops. Police in Moscow have raided the homes of journalists from an investigative website, Proekt, in the Russian government's latest moves against independent media. The site today published an investigation into the alleged corruption of the Interior Minister. Russia has recorded its worst official daily figures for coronavirus-related deaths since the start of the pandemic. The authorities said 652 people had died. BBC News.
The 8 a.m. News is proudly sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. For further information, please visit chamberpension.ky. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. We're here for you. Are you aware of the performance of your pension plan? The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan provides quarterly fund fact sheets for our members to stay informed with the plan's performance. For the year ended 30th of April, 2021, the various life cycle funds have provided returns between 10.5% and 43.2%. And our all-in expense ratio for year ended 30th of June, 2020 is currently the lowest it's ever been. 0.72%. Visit chamberpension.ky to review our fund fact sheets. You can see the performance as far back as 10 years. Remember that pensions are a longer-term investment strategy. Focus on the long term rather than the short-term returns. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan continues to perform for you.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman for the latest in news and information.
Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Cybercrime happens online or through the technology we use every day. Anyone can be a victim of cybercrime, whether you are a young person being bullied or harassed online, or an older person or business who's been scammed out of money or personal data. Cybercrime is an issue that touches all of us. The Cayman Islands government has therefore created an online resource to help keep you cyber safe in an ever-changing world.
In online situations, it is better to be cyber safe than sorry. Learn now to protect yourself against cybercrime. Visit gov.ky/cybersafe.
The 20th Annual Talent Exposition of the Arts is here.
Are you ready for some talent tonight?
Presented by the New Self-Help Community Foundation. Coming to the stage Sunday, July 25th at the Harkwell Theater. Don't miss. Awesome performances by Liana DaCosta, JC Patrick, Rico Rolando.
Yeah, she twerking off a band and I'm about to make it dance.
Radiance Dance Studio, Mariah Praise, Dream Chasers Cayman, James at Anglin and Son, SI, Center Point Dance Studio, and UCCI Dancers. Part of the proceeds from the Talent Exposition of the Arts go to support the John Gray High School Music Department. Prepaid tickets at Funky Tangs and Winners Circle Sports. $10 or $15 at the gate. The 2021 Talent Exposition of the Arts, Sunday, July 25th at the Hartwell Theater. Gates open at 5:30 p.m. Show starts at 6:30. Get your tickets today.
The 8:10 a.m. Weather Report, Monday through Friday, is proudly sponsored by Pan American International Insurance Corporation. Pan American International Insurance Corporation, meeting the life, accident, and health insurance needs of individuals and businesses to ensure financial security and peace of mind. For more information, call 949-8304 or visit www.palig.com. That's PALIG.com.
For over 100 years, more than 5.8 million people across the Americas and the Caribbean have placed their trust in Pan American Life Insurance Group. We have delivered on our promise and have proven that we are more than an insurance company. We are family. To learn more about our first-in-class individual and group life, disability and accident solutions, please visit Pan American International Insurance Corporation at Unit 221, Cannon Place East, North Song Road, Grand Cayman, or contact us at 949-8304 and visit us online at www.palig.com. Pan American Life, people you can trust for life.
Good morning. Let's take a look at the very latest weather report. Current temperature is 82 degrees. Relative humidity is 90%. The barometric pressure 30.02 inches and rising. The winds are calm. Overnight low temperature was 74 degrees. Synopses indicate scattered showers are expected over the Cayman area for the next 24 hours as an upper level trough interacts with a tropical wave over the Western Caribbean. Radar images show scattered showers in and around the Cayman area, moving northwest. Now the forecast for today calling for cloudy skies with a 40% chance of morning showers and some thunder, and temperatures will be in the upper 80s. Your winds will be east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Pretty much the same for tonight, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and possible thunder, and temperatures dipping to the upper 70s tonight. Winds will be east to southeast at 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Low tide will be in just a minute at 8:13, high tide this afternoon at 1:55, and a low tide again tonight at 7:59. The sun will set this evening at 6 minutes past 7 and will rise tomorrow morning at 5:52. And the outlook is calling for a decrease in showers from Thursday morning. That's the very latest on your weather report.
The 8:10 a.m. Weather Report, Monday through Friday, is proudly sponsored by Pan American International Insurance Corporation. Pan American International Insurance Corporation, meeting the life, accident, and health insurance needs of individuals and businesses to ensure financial security and peace of mind. For more information, call 949-8304 or visit www.palig.com. That's PALIG.com.
For over 100 years, more than 5.8 million people across the Americas and the Caribbean have placed their trust in Pan American Life Insurance Group. We have delivered on our promise and have proven that we are more than an insurance company. We are family. To learn more about our first-in-class individual and group life, disability and accident solutions, please visit Pan American International Insurance Corporation at Unit 221, Cannon Place East, North Song Road, Grand Cayman, or contact us at 949-8304 and visit us online at www.palig.com. Pan American Life, people you can trust for life.
During these unprecedented times, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Cayman Strong series. The Cayman Strong series is brought to you by OnCourse Cayman. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. OnCourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
Achieving your goals is a very rewarding feeling, but at times can feel very frustrating, especially if and when we miss our target. As you approach your goals in life, set yourself up for success.
When setting your goals, celebrate your progress. It's important to acknowledge progress each step of the way as you achieve your goals. Everything that you do to move in that direction gets you a little closer. Planning small rewards along the way can help to keep things interesting and give us a taste of what sweet success will be like.
Change your thinking and change your life.
Radio Cayman's Cayman Strong series was brought to you by OnCourse Cayman. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. OnCourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
These days, feelings of loneliness, anxiety, stress, and depression can be overwhelming. Just know you are not alone. OnCourse Cayman offers private mental health services for children, teens, adults, and groups. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. OnCourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Good morning once again. Let's take a look what's happening on our roads. Remember, some roads are wet, so please drive with extra caution. Steady but flowing traffic on Huldah Avenue coming off of Bobby Thompson Way. Traffic is busy on the Linford Pearson Highway and coming off of Agnes Way as well. Edward Street flowing nicely. As we look to Shedden Road, not looking too bad as traffic flowing moderately, as well as on Northern Road. Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue, moderate flow of traffic and light traffic on Owen Roberts Drive. Pool Road, some sections steady, other sections moderate. That's the very latest on your traffic. Join us again at about 10 minutes after 12 o'clock. We'll give you another traffic report. Remember, click it or ticket.
When you're tight on time and budget, but big on flavor, Subway's Meal of the Day hits the spot. Enjoy daily meals on classic sandwiches like tuna, Black Forest ham, meatball marinara, and more. Starting at $6.25 for 6-inch meals and $8.75 for footlongs. You can get Subway's Meal of the Day. Enjoy a different sandwich on a different day for the same price. Mix it up with cookies or chips or waffle fries for the same price. Subway, eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. This is the second and final segment of the Business Buzz for this wet Tuesday morning. Please, if you're driving and you're listening to the radio, to the sound of my voice, please drive safely, slowly. Make sure that you're at least 2 car lengths in front of the, behind the car in front of you. So this morning we're speaking stress. We're all stressed. Susan, you get stressed? No, Susan says no. Me neither. We take one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, and we just keep going. So this morning we'll be speaking about stress management and ways to prevent and relieve stress. And in the studio, joining me, it's our life coach, Miss Tara Bush. And of course, Tara is also the host of the program right here on Radio Cayman, For the Health of It. And you can catch that every Wednesday night live at 7, and a repeat broadcast on Radio Cayman at 9:30 Saturday mornings. So Tara, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Anita and Susan and Cayman. Thank you. for having me.
So, Tara, you're a life coach. You're also a diabetic educator and of course, the host of the health program. How have you been doing?
I've been experiencing some good stress. Okay.
I like that.
I think all in all, I'm doing fantastic.
And you look great.
Thank you so
I
much.
love your yellow this morning.
Yeah.
And for those of you who can't see Tara, she's got on a really nice yellow blouse. And to me, that's cheery.
Yes, I put on clothes sometimes just to cheer me up and also to create a mood where I go, to manage my energy.
And I can feel that energy this morning. Ooh, just coming over here. Now, Tara, what is stress? And are there different types of stress?
I'm glad you asked that. Yes. Stress is feeling that emotional and physical tension. It comes from events and thoughts that make you feel frustrated or nervous, and stress in your body reacts to a challenge or a demand. There are also different types of stress. Mm-hmm. There's good stress. Mm-hmm. There's acute stress and chronic stress. And then there is physical stress, environmental stress that your body can feel. I'm just looking up my notes to make sure that I cover them all. The physical stress of trauma, like surgery, or intensive labor, like a really tough exercise, a bacterial infection, or not getting enough oxygen, or hypoglycemia, not enough sugar, your sugar's low, or nutritional deficiencies, like you're not eating properly. That's some types of physical stress. And then there's psychological stress, which is resentment, fears, sadness, anger, grief, cognitive stress, which is you're overloaded. Maybe you're worried about, or you're too stressed at work, you're doing too much. And resistance, and that monkey-mindedness where you're always criticizing yourself. That's psychological stress. And then there's psychosocial stress, which is in relationships and marriages, difficulties in marriages, partners and families, employers, lack of social support, and like if you're going to be losing your home and a sense of isolation. And then, of course, the one that I think also affects a lot of us is that spiritual stress, which is the crisis of values and meaning and purpose in your life, joylessness of just striving for you want recognition, and you're just that persistent going at it with no value at the cost of what it has on you and the others around you. And, without God, it's a misalignment of values, of one's core spiritual beliefs. So if you're out of alignment with your, with God, or, whatever your religious beliefs are, if you're out of alignment with that, you're doing something. I'll just bring up something. Say that you're out of alignment, where you're drinking too much and.
Oh, you're backsliding.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. For me, it's like a negative thought pattern. Like I'm thinking bad things about my fellow human beings. Judgments, right?
Right.
That's out of out of value with my spiritual beliefs. So.
Those are a lot of different types
of stress. But I'm just and just to let you know that stress now in the medical community is making up about 95% of most of our illnesses.
Wow.
Yeah.
95%.
Yeah. It does affect us right across the board. Like if you have diabetes, it sends your sugar up. Mm-hmm. If you have, they're starting to really look at it like cancer certain types of stress can bring up that constant chronic stress, that agitation of being out of alignment with your thoughts and values, that just constantly rubbing your soul, so to speak. And then what happens is, it brings up that cancer is caused by a cell that gets, starts to grow out of proportion to where it should be. It's a normal cell, and all of a sudden it gets abnormal. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but that's kind of my interpretation of cancer.
It's a good interpretation, I have to say. Tara, I'm sitting here thinking, but Tara is always behind this mic. She's always here behind this mic right here. And here she's on the other side of the table this morning. Does that feel weird?
No.
Okay.
And yes. I like it.
You like it?
I do.
It's less work.
Yes, it is.
But it does put a pressure on you this morning.
It does, but it's also in alignment of where I want to be in this world, which is to inspire people to look at their life, to move forward, to find different ways of managing their stress, because another thing about stress, it lowers our immunity. Okay, and right now with COVID going on, I think our immunity systems need to be as strong as they can be. That's my judgment, right? So it's why I am so passionate about stress at the moment.
Do you ever get stressed out, Tara? I look at you and you're always calm, You're the life coach, so I know you'll be doing things that you need to do. But is that any one particular moment where Tara gets really stressed out?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, oh, yeah. Just the other week, I probably made a decision that no one likes. So, and I knew at the moment, I think, let me explain. Yes, I do get stressed out, and my comfort is anger. Okay, I'm learning to change that, because that's a familiar habit of growing up. That's my survival mechanism, and that's Tara going back to when she was 8 and couldn't control her life. Okay, and when people cross my boundaries, I get angry or stressed. So
how do you handle that?
Sometimes not very well. Sometimes really well. I'm pretty good at managing it now, but sometimes I'll put my hand on my heart. It's a way of bringing the oxycodone. That's our natural. You may have heard the drug oxycodone, but we have that's in our body. We create it. It's a brain chemical, I believe, and you put it on your heart, and it's kind of letting you know you're okay. If you smile, that's a vagus nerve there that connects to your stomach, and that'll let that sympathetic nervous system know that you're okay, that you're not going to be eaten by, the great white on land. Because that's what stress is, right? It's that.
Is that what sometimes somebody annoy you? You go, somebody will say to you, just smile and wave.
Yeah,
smile and wave. So this is where this concept applies to, right?
Yeah, because it's common getting you.
Okay,
out
basically,
of that.
just smile and wave.
Yeah.
So Tara, tell us, what are some signs a person might be experiencing stress?
Okay, well, stress. They're angry, frustrated, worry. Their sense of time is like accelerated. Like, I gotta get it done now. Right? They're forgetful. They're not in the moment. They're concentrating on something.
Focus on something else.
Either on an incident of the past or something in the future. And that's another thing. The being in the past can create a low-grade depression, and being in the future creates a sense of anxiety. So they're the things that if we can start practicing mindfulness, and I know because we're routine human beings, we get in the car, we swear we're on an automatic pilot, and we just automatically come to work, and we have no idea what happened between Savannah and Georgetown. We just get here and we're like, okay, we're here. All right. But if we can be in that present moment and enjoy the goats on the East-West Artelia,
the chickens
and the chickens,
iguanas.
yeah. Or be with our children in the cars and get to know them rather than zooming out, because are we avoiding, are we concentrating on something? We're not being present when we do stuff like that, and that creates that.
Yeah, most times people will say, yeah, Tara, that's easier said than done.
It is. It is easier said than done.
You know. But I would, when we had that bus, what do you call it, the free bus ride, you know, I took the bus from Newlands to work here, and yeah, I noticed the chickens. I noticed that there was a, after you pass Barcam on Shamrock, right? Yeah, there was a periwinkle growing on the side of the road. I was like, oh, I didn't know. I've been driving by here every day, maybe twice per day, and I've never seen that, you know. So it was a good bus ride. But just to say, take for instance, can we apply that drive to our lives every single day? I mean, every minute of our life.
I don't know if we can apply it to every single moment of our life, but we can certainly.
You can try.
We can try it in a small way. We can start. Because during the pandemic, one of the things I became is a certified teen habits coach, and this has really helped me to manage a couple of things in small ways, and also help me with my coaching practice with clients, is when we get in the car, and as we get in the car and we clip our seatbelts, because that is something most of us do. We put on a seatbelt, we clip that seatbelt. We can say, I will be present for this car ride. And, you know, that means not turning on your, maybe not turning on your radio, or maybe not turning on the audiobook, or, but just really concentrating on what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Or your phone. Don't turn to your phone.
Oh God, no. That's illegal.
Well, I mean, if you have Bluetooth in your car, you know, you decide, well, okay, I've got some free time now. I can catch up on some news, some gossip, or I can catch up on a missed call that I had early this morning, or just find some time to, okay, this will, I can utilize this time.
But what are you doing when you get on a call that you're in your car? Are you avoiding something? Or are you really giving your full attention to your friend? I have found, and I'm very guilty of this, Anita, so it's something I'm working on. I do it. It's a habit of mine when I finish my radio program to call someone, because I want to share. I'm so excited, I want to share it. But at the same time, I'm really concentrating, because it's dark on the way going home. I'm like, am I really giving them the full attention they need? And I'm not. So I'm not really being present with that person. So what I'm working on doing now is just being present till I get home and really go through, my thoughts and settle my thoughts for that. I think it's a 16-minute car ride home.
Yeah. At night, that time of night, probably about maybe 12. Once you're not speeding, Tara. And on that note, Tara, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Tara, you'll talk to us about some of the key things that we can do to support ourselves mentally and emotionally during stressful times. Thanks to our sponsors this morning on the Business Buzz, Cayman Insurance Center, Health City Cayman Islands, and Cayman Medical Supplies.
2020, unprecedented times, uncertainty, and literally a new way of life.
Life happens, usually without warning.
That is why making sure that your family is insured is so important.
Cayman Insurance Center, 47 years strong, working to protect your family and your most valuable assets.
Whether you need to get a quote, renew a policy, or file a claim, Cayman Insurance Center is here to protect you and your family.
For more information, call 949-4657. Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, health, motor, and other lines of insurance products and services at affordable rates.
Oh, Oh, gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies, free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Still delivering island-wide for your convenience. The West Bay Family Fair has something for everyone. Monday, July 5th, enjoy wholesome family fun with free admission to the inaugural West Bay Family Fair at the Ed Bush Stadium and West Bay Heritage Park. Bring your family and friends and learn how to make silver touch rope, blow a concord, or spin a gig. Local arts and crafts will be on sale, and vendors will offer up the best in traditional foods and treats for the kids. Kids of all ages will have their faces painted and participate in several sporting events with McGee's Adventure Park. But wait, there's more. Don't miss the early morning cycle race, the farmers market, live entertainment, awesome raffle prizes, and find out who will win the beautiful baby contest. Stay for the 2-mile fun run and walk and football tournament showcasing some of West Bay's legends. For more information, email noelw@candw.ky or call 916-2134. West Bay Family Fair, Monday, July 5th, Ed Bush Stadium, starting at 7 a.m. This advert is brought to you by Williams Productions and Radio Cayman.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. Here's hoping you're staying dry, safe, and keeping it slow on our road this morning. It's very wet, and we had a lightning show last night and thunder. And it was nice, but it was kind of scary as well. Thanks to our sponsor this morning on the Business Buzz, Cayman Insurance Center, Health City Cayman Islands, and Cayman Medical Supplies. And this morning we're speaking with the one, the only Miss Tara Bush. And Tara is a life coach, and she has expertise in nutrition. She's also a diabetic educator and, of course, host of Radio Cayman's For the Health Writ. Tara, good morning again.
Hey, Anita.
So let's talk about some key things we can all do to support ourselves mentally and emotionally during stressful times.
Well, thank you again for having me on Business Buzz.
Oh, you're very welcome.
So we talked about stress and what it is and the different types. A little bit of why it's important. So if another thing that we can look at is our expectations versus reality. We go on vacation, or we're thinking about vacation, we build up all these wonderful expectations. Mm-hmm. Or we even go to the bank and the line is longer than it is. You get stressed because you're like, oh my God, I didn't plan for 20 minutes. I planned to zoom in and zoom out. So see if you can manage your expectations. In fact, try not to have any. So when you go,
absolutely agree.
Live in the moment. That's that. Getting in the car and whatever. Know what your values are. Where you make decisions from. I make decisions from my family most of the time. Like how I want my way of being to be. And my purpose in life to help other people. Mm-hmm. Notice the balance. Try to create a balance in your life. And I'm not saying that things aren't going to seesaw. There's a season. There's going to be a season where you're going to be so busy or productive. I don't want to use the word busy, mm-hmm. but you're going to be stretched thin. See what you can learn from that. Create a different schedule. Our mind creates a heaven out of hell and a hell out of heaven. Okay?
That's a good way of putting it.
It is a stressful. I mean, you could have the best in the world and all of a sudden some, little warm thought sneaks into your head and you're like, oh no, it's not so good now after all, right? So learn see what your perceptions are. Write down, start creating awareness of what your thoughts are. Are you, notice your TV programs. Are you looking at the news too much? This thing in Miami that's happening. I mean, you can really, really sit there and get so stressed out over that. See if, your monkey mindness is imagining scenarios rather than experiencing your moments. Like, you're going home, you're driving home, and you're like, you're already picking a fight with your partner, your husband, your wife, your children. You know that they're going to come up and ask you for money. So you're already 10 hours in the future rather than enjoying that bus ride, right? And noticing the periwinkles along the way. Outgrown ideas. Like, you're not 8 years old, so see if you're responding to things, your patterns. Are you responding to something that you would when your dad or your mom when you were 8 years old? Break out of those patterns. And the only way to do that is to learn awareness. And proving being right. Some of us want to be right. And my favorite saying is, do I want to be right or do I want to sleep alone? There's a way to do both. I don't have to make my partner wrong to be right. Okay. So it's, and being right creates, or perfect creates a lot of stress, inward stress. All right. Which activates that sympathetic nervous system. Now, I like to activate my sage mind. This is when I am operating at my highest self. When when I'm smiling, even though I'm in an argument of my life, I'm like, so rather than saying a right word, I pause. I try to take a step back. I don't bottle up my feelings either. I find someone that I can talk to, whether it's a therapist, my partner, friends, trusted friends. I step into the situation rather than leaning out of the situation, taking responsibility for it as much as as I can. The ego gets in the way.
Every time.
Right. And things that you can control, because there's some things you can't control. You can't control somebody else's reaction in that situation, but you can control your reaction. The ways to make you operate from your highest and best self, from your essence, I call it, in that sage mind, is exercise. Do whatever works for you. For me, that's doing a slow jog so I can get my heart rate up 3 times a week, and hot yoga and yin yoga. I breathe. I do 10-15 minutes of meditation daily. I work at taking a midday breath break, I call it. I plan my day, but I also know that things are going to blow up, and the things I thought I was going to get done are not going to get done. Okay. So I'm not married to my list. I just have it there. I try to be present. I also move about every 45 minutes. I get up and move around or stand up. Sleep. Sleep is our way of resetting, regrounding, regenerating our bodies. It really cleanses our mind. And for me, I think it cleanses our soul, because if we're at rest, Did I say eat well?
No, not yet.
Yes. So eat well. And this is not, and forgive me, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. Eating well means eating foods that come out of the ground that you can pick. It does not mean stopping at a fast food place And why is this important? Because the high-fat, high-sugar foods create a sense of depression in us. They are, and this is a physiological response to those things. Our body gets so it muddles. I think it muddles our arteries. I don't understand the science behind it, but it does not create a good experience for our body, because a lot of what's created now, our bodies have no idea how to digest it. So it's broken down into weird chemicals, and it puts so much stress on our liver, because our liver is our filter.
That's right.
And most people have fatty liver syndrome, and you mightn't have it when you're younger. I know of 16-year-olds who are getting heart attack because all they eat is fast food. All right. Mm-hmm. And eating well doesn't mean that it has to be expensive. It doesn't have to be a task. And if you can, just start by eating one fruit a day.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one fruit.
One
banana,
fruit.
an apple.
Something real.
Yeah.
Not out of a package. Something real.
Not dried fruits. Something fresh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It could also mean having a green, mm-hmm. It could mean putting greens with your rice, like putting callaloo or cabbage in your rice, or some mixed vegetables in your rice. It could start even with that. Whatever your gradient is, and whatever you think you can start with that. Learn to breathe. And that's breathe. When we were born, the first thing we more than likely did was cry. Mm-hmm. And that was, we were learning how to breathe. And when we were babies, we knew how to breathe from our belly. But as we grew older and got into stressful situations, we breathed from our chest. Mm-hmm. So, and journal. I write. Some people paint. Some people dance. My partner loves watching chickens. So 3 evenings a week, we go down to the Newlands Dock and we feed them. Okay.
No wonder they have so many in my area.
Not in your area. We go down to the dock.
I'm not too far from the dock.
I know where you live, because I run by there 3 days a week.
Okay, right. That's right.
Practice gratitude. What are you grateful for? Mm-hmm. Even write it down a couple of times a day, because if you're in that state of gratitude or gratefulness, you will feel good about things. Know what makes you happy.
Mm-hmm. I have one question though.
Sure.
It's rhetorical. I said, the stress. How does it benefit you? That's what I asked myself.
Well, there's a couple of things. There's good stress, and that's like
positive stress. We see.
Yeah, that's getting married, running a race, taking a test. It propels growth. There's other like buying a house. That's a positive. That can be a positive stress
sometimes.
Yes, but some people live in a chronic state of stress. So what are they getting from that? What is it keeping them away from? Sometimes it's keeping them in the situation while they want to be out of it. They're happy to be in it because that's all they know. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're happy to be unhappy.
All right. On that note, Tara, we're going to take a break, a much-needed break, because we've got to pay some bills. And when we come back, we'll look for some tips from you, some tips to mitigate stress that can improve overall work-life balance and, of course, your general well-being.
Okay.
Health City is now open at Camana Bay, offering a wide range of specialties at our state-of-the-art Camana Bay Clinic. We are here to help you save time and feel better. We are open weekdays, weekends, and evenings for your convenience and are dedicated to reducing your wait time while improving your health. Friendly staff, expert care, lab services, and diagnostics in one convenient location from the hospital you know and trust. Health City at Camana Bay, within your reach.
Oh, gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Still delivering island-wide for your convenience.
Radio Cayman News.
The Health Services Authority quarantined 8 staff members and their families after potential exposure.
It is our top priority to keep our patients and staff safe.
The mandatory quarantine has been reduced to 5 days for verifiably vaccinated incoming travelers.
Government is reopening the registration for the stipend program.
Radio Cayman. Your voice, your choice for today's biggest news.
Business Buzz. Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. These are the final few minutes left on the Business Buzz this morning, so I have to make the most of it. We have in the studio Miss Tara Bush, and Tara is a life coach, and she has the expertise in nutrition, so she'll tell you what not to eat, and she'll be on your case as well. She's also a diabetic educator, and of course the host of Radio Cayman's For the Health of It. Now, Tara, before that break, we said you're going to tell us about. Just give us some tips how to take care of stress that can improve overall work-life balance and general well-being. How can we mitigate that stress level and take care of it and just put it in the back here and just be gone with it?
Well, understand where the stress is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
the kids at home driving you nuts, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a way of asking them, like when they run up to you, like when you walk into the house, asking your husband or the helper or your kids, depending on how old they are, hey, mom needs or dad needs 20 minutes of me time, and then I can be present with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If they're babies, then it mightn't be so easy, but find ways to support yourself. And I mean, there's so many different, we're all individual, you know. What works for me certainly may not work for you. For me, it is, I'm creating happiness. For me is learning to be true to who I am, being incongruent with my values and who I want to be in this world. And this is, I really do have a very good routine. It's waking up in the morning, meditating, journaling. Then I go for an exercise. Sometimes I might even watch 20 minutes of TV just to, you know, help me to, because sometimes I have very long days. Mm-hmm. It just helps me to take care of me. I eat well. And I practice gratitude. I dance. I have 3 dogs, and I pet them, love them up. A hug goes a long way. Looking at a baby, hugging your partner, that all goes a long way in stress reduction.
Give a hug today.
Yeah.
That would improve. You know, Tara, looking at some of like our younger parents,
mm-hmm.
they have their children in school. They have, and a lot of our single women in the Cayman Islands, they have stressful jobs.
Yeah,
they have to take care of those children by themselves,
mm-hmm.
and so they have to balance that work life and then take care of their general well-being. So they have home, work life, and themselves to take care of. That's pretty tough. And so you have 3 children. My thing is, you have to teach those children how to help you.
Yeah.
You know, how to pack their school bags, get everything ready. So next morning, when I was, I only have 1 child, but back in the days, I used to make a menu from Sunday afternoon and put it up on the fridge. So I knew exactly what I was going to cook the next day, even if it was just a no-chop dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to organize yourself. And that way, when you're at work, you don't have to think about, oh my gosh, I forgot to take the meat out of the freezer, to toilet or whatever. But, you have to be cognizant of how you're going to balance your life. It might sound sort of compact, like if you're organized, but you're not organized. You're just at least putting some of the things that you have to do in front of you, and keep it balanced.
What works for you, what will make your life easier, and that makes your life easier. I mean, think about it. You know exactly what you're going to cook. So, if your child is old enough, they can take out the food in the morning. So when you come home, it can be ready. Some people, if you pack your clothes the night before, or you take out your clothes out the night before and your shoes,
that way you can leave home before 6:45 to hit the road, right?
Yeah.
To hit the traffic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I no longer do this because I'm so routine, but I used to have my clothes, I would set out my clothes from Sunday for the entire week. Mm-hmm. But I,
That's a little ambitious for me, Tara.
But
but it's good. Yeah.
What works for you?
Some people take all their jewelry, the accessories.
Yes.
Everything is right there. Shoes.
Yeah.
Just about it. Handbags and everything, and it works because that way you don't have to stress. You jump out of the shower. You have to. Oh my gosh, what am I going to wear today?
Yes.
And that is a stressor right there.
It is.
That is a stressor. So Tara, you are a life coach. In a nutshell, what is the role of a life coach?
Okay. Well, the difference between a life coach, say a doctor and a consultant. A doctor and a consultant, you go to them for advice, and they give you very prescriptive advice. They write you a prescription more than likely. They give you a handout and say, here, this is what's wrong with you. With a coach, they work with you on sorting your unique contexts and working through your lenses. We don't tell you what to do. Mm-hmm. We work with you to find your own unique solutions. And I also an emotional eating coach. I specialize in that now as well. So, and a health coach. So it's from, I believe it all starts with the relationship with yourself, how you look at yourself. Are you confident? Do you have high self-esteem? Because if you do, it's what you're going to put in your body. You're going to either eat your food as medicine or your medicine as food. So eat your food as medicine when you're younger, so you don't have to eat your medicine as food when you're older. That was a doctor on my radio program, Dr. Raghu. He said that. It was an interview on Health Talk.
That.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And I that has stuck with me, and I was like, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as a life coach, you love doing this, right, Tara? First of all,
it is my passion.
Your passion.
I got a second chance at life. I was 428 pounds. I got gastric bypass surgery, and actually because of that experience, I think it was Carsley and Joel and Miss Norma who helped me create this for the Health of It, because for a whole year they followed me after my health loss journey during the gastric bypass surgery, and they said, why don't you become a host? I was pretty bad at it for a while.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. No.
But it's spreading that word of health and taking care of yourself, because I truly believe if I didn't have that medical intervention, I wouldn't be here today. Mm-hmm. And it's through, good nutrition, you create happiness and health and well-being with, that mental, I'm out of the mental fog of I would wake up and I would have a Caribbean breakfast of a patty and a 32-ounce Pepsi on the way to work in the morning.
Mm-hmm. So you were 428, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you mind me asking you how much you weigh today? You don't have to answer.
No, 180 pounds. Yeah.
But you're very tall.
Yes.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10", but I think I'm shrinking.
You're shrinking. I think we all shrink.
Yes.
You have to put more stretching into your days. That's what I was told.
Yes.
So Tara, what can someone expect from your life coaching sessions, in a nutshell?
We work on what your goals, what you want to be, where you want to go with your life or your health or whatever the situation, whatever your goals are. We come up with plans, your unique way of looking at life, how to get you there, hold you accountable, and that's it in a nutshell.
Okay. Now, what can we look forward to from you as a life coach and your show for the health of it?
Well, I think I'm going on tomorrow night and talk about building relationships with yourself and others. That's my goal this year, is to work on building, strengthening my relationships. I am someone who, I think I have it in my head that relationships are hard. Ergo, I make them hard. Heaven out of hell, hell out of heaven. So working on that and, increasing happiness, finding happiness. Happiness, it really does create longevity. It's our perspective on life. So,
Tara, contact details for you. I know where to find you.
I'm on Facebook, although I haven't been super active because I've been kind of taking a break from social media, but so I'm on Facebook for the health of it. My name is Tara Bush. My telephone number is 925-3030, and my email is kind of long, but it's the name of my program, For the Health of It 101@hotmail.com.
And you can catch Tara right here tomorrow night on Radio Cayman at 7 o'clock. And if you missed the program, then you can tune in Saturday mornings right after Caymanian Stories at 9:30 for a repeat broadcast of For the Health of It. Tara, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you a stress-free.
You're going to say stressful.
a stress-free day today. And to, of course, all our listeners and our YouTube viewers, same for you as well. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thanks to our sponsors, Cayman Insurance Center, Health City Cayman Islands, and Cayman Medical Supplies. To our guests, our previous guest this morning from Stellar Sensations. Good morning. Thanks to Yaz and Lanisha. And, of course, to our listeners and viewers. And, to, of course, our producer, Miss Susan Watson. Thank you. Stay safe and make sure that you keep everyone else around you safe as well. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are listening to Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman. Your voice, your choice.
Local, regional, international. This is Headlines from Radio Cayman's